Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is our review for Power Book 2 Ghosts. Okay, Season 1, Episode 6. We are back for the rest of the season. We have 5 more episodes this season, so this is Episode 6 and everything, okay? But first things first, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that good stuff, okay? You can also like this video, comment in the comment section, share it on your social media. You can follow me on IG and Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. You can also, what else I gotta do? Like, comment, share, subscribe. Relax, relate, release. Okay? Center yourself and everyone around you. And always remember to breathe on out, to inhale and to exhale, because life can get overwhelming. Okay? I'm happy the show was back. Okay? Sit down, get you a snack, get you a drink. I don't know how long it's going to take me to review, because again, these episodes are a full hour. Okay, ain't no breaks, ain't no commercials, a full hour. Okay, so let's get the chit chat in. Okay, so we do see Sax and Davis are still working together. I'm looking like, Davis, damn it, Method Man, why would you do this to us, okay? We loved you, okay? We were rooting for you, okay? But he's still trying to make sure that his record stays, impeccable or whatever. So Sax is like him saying, I'm going to arrest Tariq in the courtroom as soon as Tasha gets off, okay? And I know that Tasha will be pissed off and she gonna think that you had something to do with it. He like, that's okay. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, my client will be free, and now I would have won my case. And then you, Sax, will have your killer. So we then see they have to do jury selections, okay? And the judge is like, why y'all picking these people? It was weird, because they're picking people that will let Tasha off. And when they pick the jury, this is the jury that the prosecution helped pick, okay? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 black folk, okay? Mostly men who probably would like Tasha because she's beautiful. So, it's all a little bit weird based on who they picked. This is not the typical jury that a prosecutor would help select when he wants to get a guilty verdict. And the judge looking like, you don't have no objection to these people. He was like, no, I think they're all great people and they'll be, objective. I'm looking like you're lying, okay? And then back at Sax's office and back even at Davis' office, both of their teams is like, what the fuck? It's either going to be this mistrial on one end, or it's going to be, innocent on the other. They're like, what is, like, this is kind of weird or whatever. I'm like, very, very weird, okay? Now we then see Tariq is in school at class and everything, and Tasha calls him like, Davis, wants me to go to trial, and he think it'd be good for trial this and trial that, and jury this and jury that, and I just hope that neither one of us has to go to jail, okay? And then he gets in school, he's actually in class now, chit-chatting with other people there and whatnot. Okay, we see Skin Tone Keisha's on the show. We see a Thought Pocket Girl with the blonde hair sitting next to Tariq, have these little nicknames people. Anyway, they chit-chatting about whatever new debates, okay, about people being fundamentally good or evil, okay? They're being the men, right or wrong, okay? And then female fucker teacher, Professor Milgram, who we know at the end of the last episode had sex with Zeke, the student, okay? So she's a fucker teacher, fucker student, person or whatnot. She asked them, are people fundamentally good or bad? Tariq, what are you? And he kind of ponders the question like, am I good or am I bad? Because I've made some, decisions here or there that can go either way. So this episode is about, good and bad, okay? One versus the other or whatever. Now we then see Sax having to go chit chat with his first witness. And who was his first witness? Who could it be? 2-Bit. I'm like, hey, 2-Bit. 2-Bit was one of the last real ones from the last, from Power, and Two Bit is the last one left. Cause Spanky dead, everybody dead but Two Bit. Okay, with Two Bit and Tommy gone somewhere. But anyway, Sax is like, I need your help, okay? And he like, look, I don't know shit, I ain't saying shit, I ain't no snitch or whatever, leave me be. But then Davis and Sax has this agreement to be working for each other or with each other to help their own perspective, end goal results or whatever. But what Sax may not really know is that Davis, okay, then went to Two Bit on his own with Blanca. Okay, with Blanca, I'm looking like, what is going on here? Okay, Blanca said that she wants revenge on Sax because he got her suspended over his bullshit or whatever. And Davis is offering to be Two Bit's lawyer, okay, to get Two Bit out of jail. I'm like, oh, Two Bit gonna be free? I hope Two Bit can be free or whatever. And so in that conversation, Two Bit again, like, I ain't no snitch. So it ain't no way you can get me out if I don't snitch on someone. I ain't no snitch. So Dave, look. I just need you to accept the deal from Sax, okay? Whatever deal he offers you, accept that. And Blanca will tell you exactly what to say on that stand. That's not technically perjury, okay? So that way you're not gonna perjure yourself on the stand and go back to jail, but it can get you out. And Two Bit like, you know what, man, look, I don't trust her. I don't know her. I do not trust her. Davis said, trust me, nigga. Damn. Okay, if you do what I say, you'll be free and back on the streets by the end of the week. I'm looking like, Method Man is out here just being reckless, okay? Just fucking with everything and whatnot. Davis and his assistant goes to see Tasha, because again, it's Tasha's case. Tasha. And then he like, so you know somebody named Two Bit? And she was like, no, I don't know. I think he worked with Tommy though, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he's seen me before, but he's never spoken to me at all or whatnot, okay? But he might know Tariq, because when Tariq was kidnapped or whatnot, Two Bit was who went over there trying to help things out or whatever, with Two Bit and them. So she know that he at least know Tariq or whatever. And she's like, wait, what if Tariq, what if Sax asked about Tariq? Can Tariq's name be brought up in any of this if Two Bit knows Tariq? And then female assistant name, I think her name was Paula, says, I will know, Sax he won't do that. Like, Tariq has nothing to do with this case, so it's fine. She said that because she don't know that Davis is working with Sax. And then Davis then says to Tasha, Tasha, you have nothing to worry about. But Tasha didn't ask him if she has something to worry about. She was asking, would Tariq have something to worry about? And her face right here was her realizing, I asked him, what about Tariq? And he talking about me. Tasha's smart because she picked up on how he worded that and how he was like, oh, Tasha, you have nothing to worry about. I ain't worried about me. I've always been worried about my son, okay? Davis' lip is showing because he ain't shit. So we then see Monet at the house or whatever, talking to Drew, Diana, and Kane. Mainly because she's like, Kane, sit down there. Diana and Drew, let's go. Where y'all going? Oh, we just going to this spot. I don't need you right now. I'm taking them with me, do some things or whatever. I'm like, Kane be asking so many questions or whatever. So when Diana and Drew come down, and she's like, y'all come with me to the spot. Why we gotta go, Mom? Why can't you let so-and-so have that? We pay so-and-so to do that and this. Why we gotta go? Look, y'all don't do shit. All y'all do is too damn much. And she mad because again, they're questioning her, okay? You only mad because we went to school or whatever, but Zeke up there, Zeke be doing whatever he wants to do. And she's like, well, first of all, y'all spending too much time at that school. And second of all, y'all forgetting what's what and who's who. Meaning, I run this. Y'all don't run this. I run this shit or whatever. She also brings up how Zeke ain't at school in the wrong person's bed. Now get your asses in the car now, okay? Now when she say that and she walks out, Kane assumed that she mean that Diana up there fucking somebody. So he think, you fucking Tariq? You fucked Tariq? I can't believe you were fucking him. She was like, I didn't fuck him. What? Shut up. And then she looks at Drew and say, tell him, Drew. Drew lets Kane think it's true. Just saying how you saying, I'm not the one who can't keep their mouth shut or whatever. He kind of walks away. And so when Kane kind of grabbed Diana's arm, like, you can't be fucking him. Let me go. Okay, first of all, I ain't fucking him and you not my father. Leave me be. Okay, so she leave and Drew leave or whatever, and now Kane's upset, and then Kane leaves. I'm looking like, no one should ever leave Kane to his own devices or whatever. We then see Sax. Sax is at his office talking to other white man. Other white man, I think is Stephen Ott or whatever. He's like, look, I need your help. Okay, I need your help to get 2 bits. Okay, a deal of immunity to get him out of prison because he will only testify, to get Tasha, convicted. If we can give him immunity or whatever, that's the only way he'll do it. He will really help this case or whatever. And so I like, okay, fine. You know what I'm saying? I'll work my magic and get it done because he had like federal charges, state and local. And if you can get all that stuff, into one, and he can get out, we can go ahead and get this thing up, sold up with Tasha or whatever. Now, secondly, we see Sax have to talk with his damn nutty ass niece who's still fucking with Braden. Is it Braylon or Braden? I think it's Braden. I don't know. I'm going to pronounce it both ways. So he's telling nutty niece, I'm saying, look, I need you to leave Tariq's best friend, roommates alone because I think he's, wrapped up and whatever Tariq has going on. Nutty Neat's like, I don't think that's true. Like, I think Uncle, he just as good as you. Okay, and you should not be judging who I'm with because you up there fucking that doll, and I'm like a doll, doll. So I guess her mamas gave him some kind of sex doll, and girl, he be fucking it. I think he was fucking that doll last season. I do, and it's nasty. Anyway, Nutty Neat's like, I am in love with Braden, whatever his name is, whatever, and I'm gonna show him and prove to him, to you, that he is not into any bullshit, whatever, and again, he's just as good as you. But we all know Sax ain't good, and Sax is bad. He is bad as bad can be because he know he on some bullshit right now. But we're gonna leave that be. Okay, so Monet has taken Drew and Diana to the spot. Okay, what they gonna do to the spot? Honey, count some money, separate some drugs, and sit up in there all day because again, like, y'all are too spoiled. Y'all are spoiled. So today, y'all are breaking down product, okay, and counting this money. Now put in this work because again, y'all can't be thinking y'all are just like privileged children. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have what y'all have because me and your father make sure that we take care of the family. But today, put in some work, okay? And then she walks away and leaves. But she takes their cell phones and she puts them on the little shelf or whatever. But that little Drew, his phone keep going off. Bing, 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 bing. And each little message is a message from Everett, okay? Everett is a dude from the school who you boning or whatever. And Diana felt like, I'm saying, how you worry about him when he's still in the class and he won't even, and you did not even claim him to Kane. And Drew point was like, look, I don't talk about my dudes with Kane. Neither should you, okay? You need to stop trying to, just have conversations about stuff Kane don't need to know about or whatever. He also brings up how, she then brings up how you even let Kane, assume that I fucked Tariq when I did not do that. I don't like Tariq and he don't like me. He like, first of all, you're going to fuck Tariq eventually, okay? And don't lie to me you do like him. Leave that be or whatever. But his phone keeps going off and it's Everett or whatever. So he does what I thought he would not do. He left the spot. His mama told him, don't leave. Do this work, but Drew wanted some dick, so Drew went to Everett. He got there, whatever, like, what's up? What you want? And I'm looking like, but you going over there as if Everett didn't play you kind of, sort of, at that party. And Everett admits, like, look, it's not as easy for me to do things because I still want to play basketball, and if I come out, it won't be as easy for me. But I also want my life, but I think I should be able to have both. They both can't expect the other one to be okay with their decision. It's just weird or whatever. But again, they had sex because, you know what I'm saying, they just want to have sex or whatever. Now we do see Braden. Braden gets to his room and he's searching, because again his brother did what? Stole the drugs. When Jackass brother comes in or whatever, and Braden, like, where the money at? Where the drugs at? What you stole my shit? Yes, I took your drugs because again, what's yours is mine, okay? And I took them from my friends who wanted to party. Well, you need to pay me for my shit, okay? You can't be coming up in my room taking my shit. I need my money. So Jackass brother starts to fight with Braylon. Now as they tussling, honey, Kane walks in and Kane is like, fuck going on in here? Ain't the Tariq room with where Tariq at? What's going on? And Jackass brother, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever little ghetto bullshit you have with Tariq, take that somewhere else. And Kane did not like that. So he put a gun to old boy head. And old boy got scared real quick. Now, Jackass brother, who's now scared because Kane could shoot him in the head or whatever, Braden kind of takes charge. And look. Tariq's in class. Okay, let's chill out. You know what I'm saying? You're Kane, right? And he like, what? Look, you're Kane. Tariq told me all about you. We are all friends. You understand? We're kind of partners. I say, no, don't do that. This is the part where Braden don't know no better. Okay, you cannot tell the crazy gun-toting drug dealer that Tariq has told you everything about them. That's called stupidity or whatever. But he's talking as if Kane would be cool with all this shit. Cause why? Braden don't know shit about shit, okay? So we say, we kind of partners or whatever. So look, I know you here probably looking for some money. I don't have it, but give me some time. I'll get it for you, and I'll then bring it to you. And I was like, why did you do that? Like, that's just dumb. And Kane was like, the fuck you say to me? So, you know my name? I don't fucking know you. You're like, I'm Braylon, okay? I'm Tariq's partner. He's like, Tariq ain't mention you, nigga. He was saying, look, you know what I'm saying? You know my name, my business. You don't know, but you don't have my money. You know what? Let's go. Let's take a ride, okay? And no phone. So then Braden tosses his phone onto the chess set because the Tariq told him if shit goes left, if anything goes wrong, knock all the pieces of the chessboard over. Just knock it all over. So that was his way of trying to alert Tariq some bullshit is going down, okay? I'm like, So we then see Tariq get back to the room, and he walk in like, why the door open? He go in, and nutty ass niece is in there. Nutty ass niece is like in one of his books. I'm like, why is you in this shit? He's like, what is you doing here, nutty ass niece? Oh, I was looking for Braden. He isn't here. But why you on my side of the room in my shit? Okay, for what? Well, I was looking for a piece of paper to write him a note. Bitch, you have a set. Nobody writes notes in 2020. You got a whole cell phone, bitch. Girl, the fact that Tariq did not... Tariq is a dumb... The plot holes in this makes no sense because y'all want us to believe that Tariq is this masterminded, genius little drug dealing teenager boy who's created this wonderful drug dealing system. But someone told him that she was in his room going through his stuff looking for paper to write Braylon a note when everyone sends text. He didn't question that. Okay. Anyway, so they sitting around because again, she won't leave. And when he say, well, look, fuck a note, you know what I'm saying? Just call him or whatever. Oh yeah, I can call him. She calls his phone and his phone rings in the room. He looks over and Tariq realizes his phone is on the chessboard with the pieces knocked over. He didn't realize shit. Someone came. Was it Kane? Was it Drew? Was it Diana? Was it Monet? Who came and why did he knock all the what's going on? And he's sitting and trying to think. But while nutty ass niece is in there, like she don't want to go nowhere, I'm not leaving until he comes back. I'm like, first of all, you don't live here, so you can't tell me that you ain't leaving. I will drag her ass out. Anyway, like I gotta figure out what's going on because I don't know where Braden is. I'm like, you need to leave. You need to leave and call Monet or call Diana or call Drew. Call someone and say, hey, was y'all here? I feel like y'all was here. I don't know, but I think y'all was here. Now, I think he do text Drew But Drew getting dick, so Drew don't answer, okay? We're gonna leave that be. Now we then see Kane, Braden, and Jackass brother in the car with Kane. Kane had literally gave each of them a bag of drugs, okay? And then told them to sell it on the corner. He dropped them off. He dropped each of them off at a random corner to sell drugs. Two white boys who are not street boys. Okay, they are not corner boy. They're not girl. And the brother, like, I can give you my Rolex watch. I'm saying, I'll get your ass out and sell my shit. Okay, do that. Your brother said that y'all we partners. Get out and do it. So I'm like, girl, it's just kind of crazy. So we see Braylon get out on his corner, whatever. Jackass out on his corner. Jackass is scared. Oh my god. Okay, look. It's like Die Hard. It's like Die Hard 3, you know what I'm saying? But he's panicking. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What was going on? Braden, on the other hand, kind of like, okay, got some drugs. It's that night. I'm by myself in the weird ass place. Let me just go up to the first black people I see and talk to them. Say, my brother's a jackass. Like, he left me here, whatever. I don't have no cell phone. I got a blunt, though. That's already rolled, though. But I ain't got no lighter. First of all, a white boy can't walk up on three dudes in the hood and then say, I got this weed, let's smoke it. First of all, because your weed can have crack in it. I'm not smoking any stranger's weed. That don't happen in real life, not at the all or whatnot, okay? And they then sit up there and smoke the weed. I'm looking like, we not that friendly to white folk. Can't no white dude walk up and smoke weed with no black person on no corner in the hood at the all. We gonna think you a cop. Okay, and even though he tried to smoke the weed to prove he ain't a cop, cops smoke weed. Make him smoke crack. You smoke crack? Okay, well, who has crack? Anyway, so he get in good with the black folk or whatever. Now we then see over at Everett's house, him and Drew is waking up, after the afterglow of sex or whatever, and there's a knock on the door. But it's the little, study guide drug thing, app thing that Tariq does. And when Drew looks at the package of drugs, he sees their family's like crest on the back of the thing. So he's like, oh. So this is how Tariq sells his drugs. Through his app thing, so he figures it all out. Okay, boom, pow, pow. At this point in time, back at the spot, Monet realized Drew was gone, so she's pissed. I cannot believe I told the motherfucker, Diana, why would he leave? So she's mad at Diana, like, what? Mama, I ain't leave. I'm still here. And I think I know where he at, so if you let me leave, I can go get him. Fine, you got 2 hours. So she leaves, she goes to Everett's house or whatever, and she finds Drew there, and then Drew then shows her the package with they stuff, whatever. Oh, so we now both know this is how Tariq does it. Drew doesn't want her to tell their mom because she may not like it, and I think it's better if she don't know to let him keep doing it or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't want to stop coming to the school. Because if the mama know what he doing, she won't keep sending him there to figure out the process or whatever. She wants to tell her mom because, again, I want her to know so she can stop being mad at me. I want to be back at mama's good crazy, so I should just tell her the truth or whatever. But then she leaves. Now we then see Kane goes back to pick up Braden and Jackson and Jackass, okay? Jackass did not do so good. Kane is impressed with Braden, who sold all his drugs, okay? And when he pulled up, he had all the black folk around, like, what up, my dude, or whatever. I'm like, that would not happen in real life, but I'm gonna let that go. So Braden, realized, like, look, you may be proud of me, but my brother, he ain't like me. I'm saying he's afraid of shit. I'm saying we need to go get him. They pull up on his brother, who was about to get beaten up and robbed, okay, by some Spanish-speaking drug dealers or drug users. I'm not sure. And Kane kind of makes Braylon wait before getting him because your brother was just out there beating you up or whatever and being an asshole to you. And he's like, you know what, but he my brother and can't nobody punk him but me. Okay, so Kane lets him go get him or whatever, but after he was beaten up a little bit, okay, by who? The Spanish speaking people. And I'm like, Anyway, Nutty Niece and Tariq is playing chess. Still wondering where Braylon is or whatever. And as they're talking, she's like, if he's in some kind of trouble, if he's into some things, that may not be good, you can let me know. And he's like, I don't know what you talking about. Like, you tripping or whatever. He realized she's being weird, and they're sitting up there playing chess or whatever. So again, I think he's realizing she is not who I think she is. Because again, if Tariq is that smart, I don't get how he not figuring shit out with her. She then, fine. You need me to say I'm sorry, for all that. He's like, sorry for what? For drugging you, the liquor, that night at the party, whatever. He didn't realize he was drugged for once, or two, that she did it. And as she's talking, like, the cup was supposed to be for Braylon, but then you got it or whatever. I then saw you walking around, all high or whatever. He's like, wait, what happened? And I'm like, how are you? The fact that he did not put together what she was saying is y'all can't make Tariq be smart but also dumb. And that's the frustrating part of this whole show. Anyway, as he's saying that, we hear a knock at the door. It's Diana, who's saying, like, look, I know how you sell product. Okay, we know that this app or whatever, and my mom probably won't like it. Now he trying to keep her out in the hallway, and she's acting. She thinks he's in there with Lauren, so she's acting a little bit. Saying, I don't like you, whatever. But again, he let her think that it could be some bullshit, but also saying, look, I need you to trust me that nothing is going on in there. But then we get like a little stumble fall or whatever, because she's in the room going through Tariq's phone, taking screenshots of the text popping up on his phone, the burner phone. I'm looking like, Tariq, why are you leaving burner phones in the book bag? The burner phone should always be in your pocket. If I'm gonna leave that be too. Anyway, so all that's happening or whatever, and she's like, look, I just need you to know that I'm gonna tell my mama about this, okay? So have your phone on, because she gonna call you. And then she leaves. I'm looking like, oh God, Jesus Christ. Kane, Braylon, and Jackass brother riding around or whatever, and gets pulled over. I'm looking like, the fuck, okay? But he's pulled over by Boy Toy. I don't know what his name is, whatever, but this is who's fucking Monet. And again, Boy Toy, who we know is a cop, pulls him over, and he then takes the two white boys out the car, okay? Go wait at my car, white boys. Let me talk to him or whatever. He like, look, there's people reporting that two white boys was on corners selling drugs. Like, why would what if something happened to them or whatever? I'm saying, your mom won't like this. This is bad for bitches. What are you doing, bro? He like, look, first of all, you work for me, so get the fuck out my face. Like, no. We all work for your father, okay? Me, you, even your mother, we all follow what he says to do or whatever. So Kane, go home. And he then takes Braylon and Jackass brother with him. And so when they're going, he's dropping them off, I think at school or whatnot. And Jackass brother like, we should file a complaint or a report against dude. I'm saying, because look what he kidnapped us. We should tell and have him arrested because he's dumb. And both Boy Toy Cop and Braylon like him saying, nah, don't do that. And Braylon very aggressively says, fuck that. I'm saying, no, shut the fuck up. Okay, we're not going to say shit. And we're going to keep our mouth shut so that he doesn't come back. Okay, so shut the fuck up and let's go. Braylon gets to the point to where, I'm about this life, okay? I'm bang, 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 about this life or whatever. So then they let it go and they go in. Now we then see Diana and Monet have a conversation because she went back home. Shut up. Okay, look, I told you to do this and to do that and to be back within 2 hours. The reason I am so hard on you and your brothers because y'all are so good. Y'all have always been good, okay? Since y'all was kids, y'all was good to me, to your daddy, to y'all was always good kids. And I do not want y'all getting hurt. So I have to be hard on y'all so that y'all can know what's supposed to happen. Monet has a chain of events, a chain of command, and she's trying to make them follow that to keep them out of trouble. But they keep dipping and dabbing in other shit or whatever. Anyway, Diana then said, look. After finding Drew, I went to the school because I was trying to tell you I found out how Tariq sells our drugs. App thing, blah, 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 blah. And she thought her mama wouldn't like it. But she's like, you know what? It's smart. She's upcharging, he's upcharging the kid. So again, if he gets caught, so do that. Because y'all are using the app that y'all know damn well it don't cost $250 for no damn tutor. Okay, so they were aware it was on the bullshit going on. So again, he won't get all the heat if shit goes down. So the people buying drugs ain't gonna snitch or whatever. Anyway, she like, but I realized that Diana only told me, okay, because she hoped I would shut it down. And I don't know why, because again, we are in this to make money. Okay, so do you like Tariq? Did you fuck Tariq? She's like, no, I did not have sex with Tariq. Okay, fine. And you should know, going forward, he is a business partner. Okay, this is strictly business. Ain't no. Anyway, from there, okay, we then see that Braden gets back. Now he lies to Nutty Professor, to Nutty niece, about where he was. I was with my brother. He was acting dumb or whatever. Anyway, he then quickly tells Tariq while she's going downstairs that Kane came back. Kane is crazy. You know, he basically made me and my brother sell drugs on the corner. He made us corner boys, okay, and there was some bullshit or whatnot, but again, I loved it, okay, I loved it. I earned my own money. They loved me on the corner. They loved me, okay. I went there, you know, to make money without my parents. Felt great, okay. Now I want to do it some more, okay. I'm like, great. It's like you can make money without selling drugs. It's like it's the weirdest shit ever. It's just dumb or whatever. So him and Tariq is happy that they weren't killed. So we then see Monet call Tariq, because again it was some bullshit afoot. And then she like, so we're gonna talk about the two white boys? And he like, no, we're gonna talk about why you sent Kane to me in the first place. Like, you know, you sent him here, so you can't question why I had two white boys here. It's like, well, no. Kane went there on his own. Like, I didn't send Kane. Like, Kane was on his own bullshit or whatever. How can I even believe that? She's like, I don't lie. I don't have reasons to lie. I don't have to lie. So, you know what I'm saying? It was what it was. So they both agree. They good. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I don't need no more details on your app thing. I already know too much. Because again, you don't want to know too much, because then you can be held accountable for what you know. Boom, pow, pow. And so they good now. Now we then see Monet is talking to Boy Toy, okay, because he's the one who told her what Kane did. Because again, she stopped. He stopped Kane up doing it or whatever. He like, look, them two white boys is connected. Like, they are, you know, upper echelon, you know, rich white folk people or whatever. So if something happens with them, like, that would be huge. Like, we couldn't cover that up. You know what I'm saying? That they're not like some, you know, regular no one know people or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And Kane is out of control. Like, you no longer have control of Kane. You know what I'm saying? You might not be able to get him back under control. So, you know, you really need to let a man handle this. You need to let me off my leash to handle. I'm like, not let him off his leash. I feel like Boy Toy may be crazy, deranged, but I feel like if he went after Kane would murder that man and then like put his head on spikes on the police front porch. Like, I think it's kind of crazy, whatever. But Monet like, look. Kane is my son. He's Lorenzo's son. He's not your son. You know, we are not yours. Period. Okay. Cool. So the next time some bullshit happens, call Lorenzo. He left. I'm like, oh, he's mad. Okay, so we then see the whole court scene. Okay, so 2-Bit is in court testifying. Okay, 2-Bit is testifying. We see Sax is questioning him. We see that, you know, not Lorenzo. We see Tasha and Dave is also there too. So Sax is asking him about, you know, Tommy's crew, the whole ghost crew or whatever, and to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, ain't no white boy, you don't run no gang up in New York. What do you mean? He like, your statement was like, no. I told you I would tell you what I knew, not about some white man running no crew in New York, whatever. You are freaking, you on some bullshit, whatever. But why were you arrested, you know, in a warehouse with drugs and with Tommy? He was like, no. I was arrested. It was a setup. Okay, Blanca set me up because she was crooked, because you even had her suspended because of her crookedness or whatever. So look, I went there for a job interview, okay, and she set me up on some bullshit because she was after other people or whatnot. So I was an innocent bystander. It was the wrong time, wrong place. So he like, oh, okay, you know, but you know, if you lie on the stand, you know, your plea deal goes away. He said, actually, you gave me immunity. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it was, I think, transactional immunity. So as long as I show up to court and answer your questions to the best of my ability or whatever, I have held up my end of the bargain. And I was looking like, oh, he said, yeah, I have a lawyer now. And then Saxton looked at Davis, okay, Davis set me up. And Tasha looking like, this, what is going on here? Some weird shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But he then asked Two Bit, look, have you ever met anyone in the St. Patrick family while working? And remember, you were arrested wearing James St. Patrick's watch. He say, look, I have never met James or his wife. Okay, I don't know them like that or whatever. But I did help their son once. And when he said that, Tasha was like, the fuck, why would he mention my son? Okay, and so Sax then sit down. Dave then say, so how did you help Tasha's son? I'm looking like, oh God, Jesus. We know I helped him get home one time when he got lost one day. Oh, okay, well, how did he get lost? Oh, he was around the wrong people. Okay, but but was my client around the wrong people? He's like, no, as far as I know, your client has no connection to anything illegal. She's just, that dead lieutenant governor's wife or whatever. She's just, James St. Patrick's wife. She had nothing to do with anything. I'm like, and the whole time, Tosh looking like this motherfucker is really setting some bullshit up. And I was like, Now, of course, that means Sax looked like a whole fool in the courtroom or whatever. I'm gonna leave that be. So Kane gets home and Diana and Drew are upstairs, but Monet is in the living room. She's sitting there, she's pissed. You're wrong, you are just doing some dumb shit. I cannot believe you. Okay, you keep fucking up. I used to be able to depend on you. You was my number one person. Okay, if you would have got caught with them two white boys, it would have been some bullshit. It would have all been over because you were two white boys and drugs in the car. What is wrong with you? Look, I'm saying, you out here shutting down all the spots or whatever and giving Tariq all our drugs. Like, why are you so, gung-ho to have Tariq selling our drugs? She jumped up to, I don't have to explain shit to you or anyone. Look, Mary J. Blige, when she does not have to do these love scenes, she's really good. Like, she's a really good actress when she was going off on Kane. I ain't gotta tell you shit. I run this shit. This is my house. And as long as you come under my roof, I run shit. You listen to me. And as they fussing, Diana and Drew come downstairs listening or whatever. He's like, no, you know what I'm saying? This is Dad's house. This is Dad's, this is Dad's. I'm looking like, oh, you gonna just act like your mama ain't do shit for the past 10 years? Girl, I hate when people are upset with what the woman's doing. Gonna say, well, this ain't even you, this him. The fuck you mean, okay? Kane is so blinded by, she ain't listening to me. She ain't doing what I think she should do. So, you know what I'm saying? We need Daddy to run this because Mama ain't doing it right or whatever. At this point in time, they fuss and they in each other's face. So, Diana coming down to pull Kane out her face, honey. And when Kane kind of snatched away from Diana, don't fucking touch me. And Monet then went to grab him away from Diana. Honey, he knocked Monet to the ground and knocked her. I was like, you just hit your mama. What is wrong? And he realized, damn, I didn't mean to do that. And then both Drew and they like, Kane, the fuck is wrong with you? And he tried to help her up. And he was like, get out my face. And he then leaves or whatever. I'm looking like, I think at that moment, he knew he had fucked up. Okay, and he then went to go visit his daddy. Went to go visit Lorenzo in prison. Now, so many people keep saying, I don't think Kane is Lorenzo's son. I think we all are aware that Kane may not be the biological son of Lorenzo. One, because he's the oldest, but that does not mean that Lorenzo ain't that boy daddy. So we gonna stop acting as if it's like a lie going on, because I don't think that's what's happening at all. But anyway, when he go talk to her daddy, whatever, he's like, she's just changing and stuff. It's just something, she's just doing shit differently, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like how she's doing stuff. Whatever. If you was here, it wouldn't go like that. He's like, look, it's not your mom's job to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? She is the boss. You trying to be the man, and I see that. I feel that. But out there, your mother, she's me. I know you're not speaking on me. So fall the fuck back. I'm looking like, okay, let him know. Okay, let him know. He said, look, learn how she runs shit. So when it's your turn, you know how to run shit. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget, son, you are my soldier. He hugs his son, gives his son a kiss or whatever. He then sends his son on his way. And they just see walking out or whatever. I'm like, why are they walking out so slow? What's going on? Why everybody, when Lorenzo stopped and looked at the one guard, and I was like, what y'all finna do? What is y'all finna do? What's going on? Okay. And then the guard flicks off the camera. I'm like, oh God, I hope Lorenzo don't kill your son. Don't kill him. Don't do it, Jesus. No, don't do it. And they proceed to beat Kane's ass, okay? In the middle of a little, like, exit way or whatever. Cameras off, 3 guards beat his ass. And then Lorenzo walks up as Kane's on the ground. He stands over him like, don't you ever hit my wife. And he gets up and he just walks away. Because at the end of the day, I love you, son. And I get what you trying to do. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to fuck you up if you ever disrespect your mama is my wife. At the end of the day, I don't care. Okay. I was like, okay. So we then see Tasha calling Tariq after a trial or whatever. Because again, 2-Bit didn't mention his name in court. And he's like, do you know 2-Bit? You know 2-Bit? He's like, well, yeah, I think he used to hang out with Kanan and them and Tommy too. Well, is there any way that Davis knows what really happened? Like, does anyone know what really happened? He's like, no, I was wondering. Because, it's just, something feels weird. Something feels off. He's like, Ma, you told me that we have to trust Davis. I know somebody. Like, it's just, I just hope, that we not making mistakes. I'm looking like, girl, mistakes is being made or whatever. And then we see my boo 2-Bit getting out of prison. He's getting out of prison. He's with jail. And he's wearing Ghost Rolex. So I'm looking like, they let a real nigga out, okay? 2-Bit is free in these streets, okay? And again, that was the whole episode. So again, I hope y'all enjoyed. Yes, this is a long video because, it is what it is. Anyway, but I will talk to y'all later. Peace.